Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to episode number 29 on the Wildlands series for Farming Simulator 25. My name is Fear Machine Gaming, and welcome, welcome, welcome back. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing awesome, and hope you guys are doing fantastic. Because I am as usual. You guys all know the intros by now. It's pretty great. As you can see, we have moved up ahead by 2 months. Every 2 months, we're averaging over $1 million, guys. So we get to, first thing and foremost, we get to take another $1 million off our loan and go from there. I want to apologize because I was going to have an episode of Judith Montana, and I just wasn't feeling it. So I posted something on the community page, and I've decided that I'm going to continue the series, but I'm going to continue it on a different map. So only because I do believe that when you go realistic, ultra realistic, you can't do it on a really big map. But I don't know how realistic I'm going to go because it doesn't seem to go over too well, if you know what I mean. As much as I like making them, it is when you're used to doing series like this where it's like bing, 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 you know, the days, and it pushes the series a little bit. It's a little bit harder to do a realistic series on such a big map. So anyways, without further ado, we can talk about that on the next series. But I do have a brand new map picked out that will be dropping tomorrow. Happy Friday to you guys all. TGIF for those of you who are celebrate your Fridays like I do. Super exciting. But tomorrow will be a new episode on a brand new map, and it won't be ultra realistic, but it will be done real, if you know what I mean. That's what I put on my community page. So anyways, without further ado, let's get some loan paid off. Let's get up here and we'll go to the statistics. Statistics. I want to show you guys that I'm at 3,000 trees done. We've paid 51.45 hours already. Finances, you can see we've got a clean slate. The only thing that we're spending right now is the property maintenance and the food. Okay, so that's it. So we have $67,000 coming out in food every day and $615 in maintenance fees every day. That's why the $63,000. I only spent $58 on food last month because we're full now. So it's $58, or it was actually whatever, minus $16. So we're doing pretty well. You know, that's what I'm saying. It's pretty well. But anyways, I was going to do that again. All right, so let's go down to $174,000 and get us. We got to hit the button about 14,000 times. I'm using my controller, so I'm hitting triangle on my PlayStation controller. So get down to the 174. I also want to inform you guys that the automatic milk sales does not work for the buildable feedlot. I've tested it now for about 6 months. It sells it out of the regular pen over here that is a modded pen, but it does not sell it out of the buildable feedlot. So I have to sell that about $215,000 every day. So that is part of the disadvantage to using a mod, unfortunately. I will look into the mod and see if I can get it. So 174 we want to go to. Whoops, I just went a little bit farther. You know, let's go down to 100,000. There we go. So we're at $4.3 million, $4,360,000 loan left. That's it. So, and we now have 2 wagons, and we have it. So we got to go harvest again as usual over in the thing. But I think I might sell some slurry first because as you can see, we have, let's see here, we have 750,000 liters, and I think 500,000 over here. And slurry, 500,000, it's full. And this is full. I also added the vehicle control add-on, so I'm excited about that. So let's grab our tractor. And we decided to change into the Vultras. We have officially had 4 tractors on this map, which is pretty cool. I'm also thinking of, after I get done harvesting the last 2 fields of sugarcane, I'm thinking of possibly changing up our time scale and coming back when we are making some serious chunks in the loan and the trees. The trees are the only thing that's going to hold us back now, for real. So we're going to have to spend a day just doing trees. As you can see, slurry, there we go. Now this only holds 200,000, but this is the Omatana mod, and it fills fast compared to the other things. So yeah, we're doing pretty well, guys and gals, and We haven't mowed grass in a while because we are, but as you can see by right in front of the tractor, see that number on the screen, the 30 degrees 5.2? That is the new vehicle control add-on, and we are going to show that off in a minute. As soon as I sell 200,000 liters of slurry, and just to keep it under a little bit, you know, because we're not using that much slurry. It's pretty cool. So as you can see, it fills pretty quick, and then I'll show you how it's set up. So it's really good. Now the vehicle control add-on, which is something that is one of my all-time favorite mods. People have asked me in the past what my favorite mods are, and one of my favorite mods of all time is vehicle control add-on, because it sets the GPS without having to do like the what's the word I'm looking for? Doing the steering assist. Now steering assist is super realistic as well, but vehicle control add-on, you can kind of just click it and go. So let's go over here. I'll go this way for a change. But yeah, we decided on a Vulture. So we've used a bunch of different tractors on this. But the new series anyways, guys, is going to have a bunch of rules to it. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm excited about it. Yeah. I won't fill you in until we get the series started. I've got to go and decide which tractors I want to buy, how real I want to go as far as realism, what's time frame I want to go, and so on and so forth. As you can see, we've got a good chunk of this first part already done. And I also noticed on this map that, and it may be this way on other maps, I just happened to notice it, that the grass in the spring and summer turns super green and then it turns brown in the winter. So it may be the same way on every map. I just never notice it. So there we go. And we're going to sell this just to keep something under. We're not going to make a lot of money. We're really not. It's only going to make it, you know, a couple $100,000, or a couple $1,000. That's it. Slurry doesn't sell. Then we'll go start harvesting, and we'll get going with that. So, and the vehicle control add-on really helps with sugarcane because, as we stated before, the residual stuff from the sugarcane, all the foliage and stuff that drops in the ground, does not disappear. So you cannot see where you're spreading slurry or where you're spreading your fertilizer. The reason I went back to slurry is because you can do the double activation rate. It comes out at 0, and I can do it one time, and it's 100%, and it's done. And we're not using much. I'll show you. We're not even close. And I don't have any mods in here for the fertilizer. I just have the slurry machine itself, so the slurry sprayer, dialed down a little bit. That's all I have. But see, now we can almost drive here. But the trees are going to be quite the little undertaking. So the series is going to be going for a while, even though our loan will be paid off very quickly. We've now done the last 2 episodes. We paid over $1 million back, and we are at like I said, $4,363,000 or $360,000. So we're going to come here, and I'm going to show you how to set the vehicle control add-on so that you can go. And did you see when I was planting? I got one little stick of sugarcane across the road on the grass because we were using a direct drill, and that is a field. And yeah, I didn't catch it in time. But yeah, I meant what I said, and I'm glad that Russell brought up. I've never had so much fun playing the last 2 series that I have. They're ultra realistic, but I wasn't. Judith, Montana map is absolutely fantastic, absolutely amazing. It really is, and I have to give credit where credit is due. You guys know that I don't, we don't bash other channels or bash other maps and things like that, but I have to feel a map, and I absolutely felt that map. But that map is more for realistic-ish and not realistic, because if you were to play super realistic, as you saw, guys and gals, we were on getting ready for episode 5, and I was playing ahead by an hour. So we started at 7 o'clock in the morning, and it was only 11 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't even have one field done yet. That can stay here, I think. I think we'll go over and grab this. But anyways, let's grab it, and I'll set the vehicle control in. But it was getting to the point where I couldn't get into it as much as I used to. Like, I used to do ultra realism, like ultra realism, and I love it, and some of our family members really like it too, but they are a handful. As far as there's only just a few of you guys, maybe 10 or 12 of you guys, that love the ultra realistic stuff. Most people want to see the series move a little bit, kind of like this. Most people like to build your own. Most people like the movement of it. So we're going to still do the series. We're going to do it, but we're not going to go ultra realistic. And we may not go game speeds, but we'll lower the speeds down a little bit. But that sort of thing. And then we're going to, oops, I'll go here. There we go. All right. But yeah, we'll discuss that when the series starts. But I've got to come up with the rules, and I think I got to challenge myself so much. And I think that's why I love these kind of series, because you're challenging yourself. Like, we put ourselves in quite the debt. It was really cool. Now, granted, realistically, guys, if I was selling the wood chips, that would be paid off. Like, it would have been paid off 10 episodes ago. So we're going to come up here. We're going to harvest this. Now, sugar cane, because we've been selling it every month, the price of it went way down. It went down to like 89. So I sold 750. Oh, by the way, this field right here, I'm going to show you guys. This field, let's go back here real quick. We dodged the trees. We had 2 harvests. We did this one, okay, and we did that one, and we got 300,000. And by the time we harvested this one, as you can see, 100% fertilized now. Between the two of them, we had almost 1 million liters, and it only sold for 83,000. So it went way down. It went from 123 down to like 89 or 50 or some ridiculous amount that it had dropped. Ridiculous, because I'm selling it every month. So now what I'm going to do is let it build up a little bit. Let it go a couple, 2-3 months. Okay, now the vehicle control add-on. I'll bring it up here real quick. F1. Okay. Now, to set this thing, now you see I'm on 207.5/281. That is the way to go, right? So what I want to do is get this set up, and then I'm going to hit left control or left Alt E, and that's going to set my line. See how I want to get set up on my line and drive it down. I want to hit left Alt and E. There we go. I don't know why it kicks you out of the vehicle, but then, nope, that's not what I want. Okay, so we got to get that off there, and I got to set the line again. That's my line from the other one. Let's get this set up, and I do believe it is. Is it left Control E or left? Hang on a second. Let's do settings and code control and see what this is. Let's go all the way down. My scroll wheel is pretty fast. Okay, vehicle control on is at left control, I think an E. Right? For left control. It is for setting the AB line. Right here. Left Alt and E. Oh, whoops. Wrong button. Okay. So I want to reset this. Definitely want to reset this. So I got to go. Why is it kicking me out? Is it right now in E? Why is it kicking? I've done this before. I have. I can promise you that. Maybe I've got to start going down the field a little bit. Oh, is this not ready? No. Yeah, it should be. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now, let's get into the field. And let's try this again. No, I don't understand something. I'm doing something wrong. Nope. I got to reset that. So let's go back to controls real quick. We'll do this on, we go all the way down, and it should say reset line or something like that. This is in the beta form, so it is definitely not ready yet for public use. I'm using it because I thought I could figure it out. Camera, manual, snap width, toggle view direction. Nope. Shift lane, guidance, left, right. That's that. Should be reset lane guidance direction. Alt and W. Okay. So let's try this. There we go. And then there we go. Set point to B. And there we go. Now I am on. I got to change that. So let's go left Alt and W. See how I was kind of angled. So get this like this. This is how I want it right here. And we're going to go left Alt and W. And then we're going to go set B to start line guidance. Let's see if that works. Is that gonna... Oh, you know what? Let's see. Let's get back here and see our line. Okay. Now, what we gotta do is figure out... Whoops, not that one. This one. Now we gotta go to... Oh, all the way down again. This is all figuring this out. I did it for a couple fields, but when the camera's not on, it's a little bit easier to do it. You can kind of concentrate a little bit more. Let's go rotate line, get, okay, control and up. Left control and up. One more. There. Let's go right there. See? Get this off. Get this off, and we will set our line. And now we're a little bit off the field. We know that. But now we can... we'll get a good line on it. So, there we go. We just now set it. Now, what's cool about this is the lines disappear after 5 seconds. Yes, I'm off the field, and I did that on purpose so that we can get a nice line. And then they appear when you get to the end of the field, and they come back. It's really... It's tricky because I've only used it, but see how over now you see in the left hand the little blue numbers, 279, and it's 9 meters wide. It will automatically do your width automatically, so that's perfect. All you have to do is figure out how to reset it, which I didn't do before. It's the first time doing it, so we learned all that on camera, so it's not that bad. Now, as you can see, we'll raise the header. We'll shut this off, and we'll go right around the corner, and we should be able to gain right back into another lane. Whoops. Get backed up here. I should have left it going. There we go. And hit our cruise control, and we're gone. There we go. Now we're on our second line. Now we can do this with fertilizer. We can do this with anything. We can do this when we're creating a field, which is absolutely amazing. You can make your field as square as you want to do it. And that's pretty cool. You can make edges and stuff. So we're going to get up here. We're going to miss a little bit, but we'll have to come back and get that because, remember, we were off a little bit. So, to reiterate, what you're going to do is when you get to the field and you get your level thing, if you've had a course before, if you've had a GPS course before, you're going to hit left, alt, and W, and that's going to reset it. Now, when you get your lines that you want, basically when you get set up at the edge of the field and you say, okay, this is the edge of my field, you're going to hit left, alt, and E, and it's going to set the course. Then you're going to line your lines up, and then you're going to hit your activate lines, and you're ready to go. If you want to shift your lines, it's going to be left, control, Z, sort of things like that. So now what we're going to do here is we're just going to leave it going and go like this. And we can get right on to the next line, just like that. That's it. Pretty simple, and it's pretty awesome. See how that? Now we're getting a square line. I can talk. I can move the camera around like this. I can talk to you guys and not have to worry about it missing anything. Really cool. I like it. I've always liked it better than steering assist because a lot of times on my fields, I have lots of room to turn around on both sides. So I don't need to do steering assist. All I need to do is GPS. So vehicle control add-on is more of a traditional GPS and so on and so forth. But I really like it a lot better. And coming from somebody who has used both in real life, there is a thing called GPS and there is the thing called steering assist. Steering assist is what your basic combine does automatically, and you have to set it up, obviously. But the GPS is a lot more entailed. You have to make an A-B line. You have to do all this stuff. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot better. See? And then we'll go right to the end, and we'll go right around the corner. See, and it'll disappear. Or, I mean, it'll take you off the line automatically when just steering, and then it'll get you right back on it again. That's it. All right, guys and gals, we took down $1.1 million in our loan, and we sold some slurry, and we are now activating our GPS. Isn't that pretty cool? So, yes, on that note, please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bell to get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever we're watching this. And remember, I love you all, and I will catch you guys right back here tomorrow with the brand new series. TGIF to you all. Happy weekend. So off camera, I will finish harvesting this. And then I will our milk will sell. I'll sell the milk out of the other pen, get that all done. And when we come back, it should be August, I think it will be, when we have another million. So, and that'll be episode number 30, which is absolutely fantastic. And then so on and so forth. So we got about 4 more videos before, well, 5 more videos on this before our loan's paid off. And then what I'm going to do off camera, I'm going to, well, like I said, I'm going to get this harvested and then this fertilized. Then I'm going to cut down 200 or 300 trees and start making a big dent. We're at 3,000 right now, so we're 200 trees ahead of our 100 every day because we're on episode 29. Well, we're 100 ahead because we're at 3,000. So I'm going to start chunking it off, and as AK would say, you know, mowing down trees like you're mowing down grass. That's pretty much it. Now it's to the point where we just rock and roll and get as many trees done because we've got to start catching up. My goal is by episode, I'd say 35 or 40. No, because we've got 4 more episodes to pay the loan off. So I'd say by episode 40, I want to be done with this map and move on to backcountry because that's going to be a little bit longer series. But anyways, we're going to shut this down. That's it. That thing is loud, by the way, when you stand next to it. So as you can see, it says fertilized 0. So we're going to then go with the double application rate, set the GPS up the same way, and we just go back and forth, and we get the whole thing done, and it'll be 100% when we're done. That's it. And then we'll go from there. All right, guys and gals, get out of here, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side tomorrow. Tomorrow. Enjoy your Friday night, guys.